Thomas grew up in Pueblo, Colorado. He lived there with his grandparents so he could attend school.
I guess I was always a good student, you know. In elementary school, I was very artistic. You know, I like to draw and stuff. I guess a B, C student. Junior high school and stuff like that just wasn't really that great, you know. When I was in high school, it was really hard because when you grow up in Pueblo and stuff like that, there's a lot of gangs. And it was just something that I just didn't want to be part of anymore.
At age 17, Thomas dropped out of high school during his junior year. As an adult, Thomas has struggled with multiple personal issues.
I was dealing with substance abuse and depression, and I ended up in the hospital, and a lady came in and she recommended Pikes Peak Mental Health, which it was back then. It wasn't AspenPointe then, it was Pikes Peak Mental Health. So I started getting counseling and therapy, and I got into a drug program, IOP program, and you know, started getting myself cleaner. And I just wanted to, you know what, I was sick of not having an education anymore, you know, like something that was on paper. Like, you know, I always wanted to graduate. All my other friends graduated and stuff like that. So one day my therapist was telling me about the GED program and if I would like to get in it, and he said, yeah, man, I would love to, you know, do something like that.
At age 34, Thomas enrolled in the GED program at AspenPointe and began working with the staff. Yet Thomas lacked the confidence to believe he could finish the program.
I've been out of school for almost 13 years, you know. I was like, I don't know a bit of this. I mean, I could barely count change, you know, much less do algebra and fractions and geometry and stuff. Luckily, I had them to say, no, let's break it down. Let's take it slow. That kind of boosted my confidence of like, you know what, I guess maybe I can learn this stuff. The way they teach was great because it was like, I felt comfortable. They explained everything step by step. I didn't dread like coming in, you know, I didn't do like, oh God, I gotta go to class again, you know. I actually came and felt like I had friends here.
Good job. After receiving a good score in his pretest, Thomas was ready to take the final exam.
I came in on a Wednesday and started taking the test, and I was just like, okay, let's just slow it down, and you know, let's one of these answers is right. When I finished, I think I was so nervous, I just was ready to just pass out at that moment. I was just like, oh man, I'm just so nervous, I just don't know what to do. She came back and she said, do you want to know your score? And I said, no, I don't want to know my score at all. And she's like, here, congratulations, you passed. And oh man, I was just so relieved. Everything just, a weight just came up off my shoulders, and I was just like, oh, thank goodness. And I just felt like I achieved that day. Like I achieved something good. When I first started out with Pikes Peak Mental Health and AspenPointe, I was a mess. I was coming from a life that was just going nowhere. You know, it was either going to be prison or death. With the IOP program and the GED program, it made myself start feeling like maybe there is something better out there. If you go up to the top of the peak, you can kind of look out and you start to see like the curvature of the earth. And it's just vastness of the planet, and you think, that's, I guess you could say, hope is to me. My name is Thomas, and I completed the GED program at AspenPointe.